What's up, beautiful babies? Welcome to part 12 of the journey from the United States to Honduras. I remember being woken at 12 a.m. in the morning. All you can hear is people in the streets screaming, trying to get everybody up, warning everyone that the water is coming. I quickly got as many clean clothes as I could and put them in a backpack. Got all my papers and my passport and put it in plastic Ziploc bags. All you could hear was babies crying, children yelling, women screaming. I looked outside, the water was already coming through. I quickly set my smaller refrigerator on top of crates and my stove on top of blocks of cement that were found out back. I wasn't truly worried about the rest of my house because I didn't have any furniture in here. They had been working on my roof the week before, so my furniture was actually at my mom's house in a room stored away. The water was starting to come underneath the door. My neighbors called for me to get out. I opened the door and the force of the water almost knocked me down. I'm far from being a little bitty boy. I waded through my front porch and out of the front gate, stepped down, and the water was waist high. There was another family living in the back of my house. Sarah, her 2 sons, and her husband. I picked up Stephen and carried him. Sarah grabbed onto her husband as strongly as she could as he carried her as well as their other son. I gave Stephen a very important job: to hold my cell phone with the flashlight. This was not one of those situations where it was just water coming through. It was a very dangerous situation. We would have to move as quickly as we could, but safely at the same time. Remember, this was a river that had flowed through our neighborhood. Normally, where we were going would only take 1 minute to walk over there. There was a 2-story home that everyone was going to that was still under construction. The strong pressure of the water pushed against me, at the same time trying to keep a 4-year-old Stephen calm while he holds my cell phone. The longest walk I would ever take in my life. I could feel them passing by, just hoping and praying that they would just get taken with the current. Snakes, large and small, potential threats as I took each step. But all I could think was just to get to the house. It literally took us 30 minutes to wade through those strong currents in order to get to the home. But we finally made it. Because of the way most houses are made here in Honduras, the floods had already taken over the first level of the home. Because the second level was still under construction, there were no stairs. We had to take a ladder. But the good thing was these were not regular ladders. They were man-made metal ladders that they had made to get up on the second levels. And the way that they had it positioned, it was more of a crawl than a pull. But my big ass made it up there. About 175 people on the second level. Everybody trying to control each other, everybody trying to calm each other down, and everybody just helping each other as much as we can. Remember what I told you, there was just construction on the second level of the home. There was no doors, there was no windows. And you can see the water as it flowed through the neighborhood. At 6 a.m., the water was still going through the neighborhood, but it had gone down some. The river was strong, but relentless. It had overtaken every inch of my neighborhood, inside and out. The devastation was great, but what was even more traumatic was the loss of lives. There were some older individuals that did not want to leave their homes, and their lives were the ultimate price. After the water subsided, this was the aftermath. Everything soiled. My mom walked through her home trying to see what could be salvaged. As you walked through the streets, you could see the smaller snakes that were left behind. The inside of my home. No one wasted time thinking about loss. All we could do was try to get as much of the mud out of the houses as possible. Now, mind you, because of the flooding, the water systems had been shut off. All we could rely on was the water that was left in our peelers. The hurricane took so much from so many people. A week had gone by. So many people were still trying to clean out their houses. But of course, it didn't stop what was about to happen next. Stay tuned for part 13 of the journey from the United States to Honduras.